2375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. On play action, it's Carr. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Jones, and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Packers are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point attempt to come here. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
The end result, 21 yards. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. On the handoff, this is Swift. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he is going to have a Lions first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
On first down, Carr going up top. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. There he goes right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On 2nd down, Swift. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Now Carr. That's complete to Lazard. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at the 18. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, That's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
He hits Adams complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now Rodgers. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams there to make the grab. And the Packers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Carr. Open man. He's got him. The tight end, Hockenson. 21-0 our score after 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Carr to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. It's a gain of 7, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. Swift again. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Swift is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Second and 12. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers add on to their lead. Extra point try now for Vedvik. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Carr's throw taken in by Hockenson here. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Carr now on first down. This one caught. It's the tight end Hockenson. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw his Carr. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. Looking deep for Adams. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Here's Rodgers to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Foster. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
52 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll go again to Jones. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And some room to work. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Now Jones. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
Aaron Jones with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Now it's Swift. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. To throw, it's Carr. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. And it's complete to Adams. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup of 38.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now it's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Second and 11 now. Now Rodgers. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers continue to roll. Vedvik now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
Here's Harris to return it. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second and 11.
Back near his goal line. Here's Carr. And he's got his big tight end here. And he takes it all the way up to the 45-yard line. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Carr going to throw. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33.
They'll run here with Swift.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try it now with Swift. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Here's Swift.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
On 2nd down now, Swift. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Harris. And this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. Here we go with Johnson, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Rosas now to add the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete to Foster. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. Now this one complete to Robert Foster. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Rodgers throwing here. Got an open man. It's Foster. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 39. A good pickup there, a 22. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Open man, here's Foster. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He finds his man complete. It's Terry. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help